Huh. Yeah, I see that. Hey, everybody, it's Smart Creek Bottoms. Sister? Oh, me. Done fell in a hole out here. Oh, me. Hope everybody's doing all right today. We come walking around, just checking out things. Thought we'd bring y'all down here to a little place that a guy owns. Man, it's walnuts on the ground. Hope everybody's doing all right today. Like I said, we're here at a little park, not far from my house. The guy has set it up where people can come enjoy themselves as long as they don't mess it up. Keep your trash cleaned up, and it's a pretty place. Creek comes in around this area, makes like a horseshoe, and actually there's a little island right here. I think I've videoed here from one time before. This is called Weoki Creek. It's not too far from my house. I've told you about a couple of sightings from here. Back up the road there, where the lady seen something out in the field. And then when the guy had been over to hunting preserve and got through that evening, he come over the hill down that dirt road, and one walked across the road in front of him. Plus, this is where the site not far from here, right down the road, right down there, not far, is where the Riser's grist mill was that my grandfather ran for a little while. He used to run 2 or 3 grist mills sometimes. So this is where my mother was born at, actually. Where she was born was on Riser's Mill Road. I thought I'd just bring y'all along. We doing a little testing with the German short hair today. See how she's gonna do riding, and get her out a little bit. And Rebecca got home from work a while ago, so we just thought we'd get out and walk around. I'd do a little filming and talk to you a minute. So hope everybody's had a good week, had a good weekend. Hope you enjoyed the video from last week about Childersburg, and about what I'm pretty sure was a booger coming up to the lady's house. And I'm pretty sure the guys from the paper mill, that's what they witnessed, even though the Childersburg Police Department won't say it's a prank. Be one of them things you never know. So, been wanting to come sit at this park at night time and just kind of listen around. Since there's been some sightings from this area, you can see where the guy's got a picnic table. It's pretty nice for somebody to do this, you know, this day and time especially. I just hope nobody ruins it for him. I just hope, you know, that somebody doesn't do that. So with there being sightings close to here, I thought this would be a good place to walk, because you know as well as I do, where there's people, they end up usually showing up somewhere paying attention. So anyway, she liking the water?
Oh, she's loving the water. I wish I could let her go.
Yeah. Don't let her go. We might be chasing a dog.
She's like Marshall. She wants to make the round.
All right.
Because she can't hear to come back.
Yeah. So yeah, I've been wanting to come here and do a sit one night, just listen around, because right across the road is a big cotton field. Ton of woods back yonder way, and here there's a couple of houses. There's one house right here on the other side of the creek. No other houses that way for a long way, for about 2 miles. And there's a couple of houses back this way, not too far, maybe half a mile. But where are you going? Oh, okay.
Wherever she leads, remember?
Oh, okay. That's what. Well, just keep them away from that road. Some of them folks come flying down that road there. You can see where the armadillos has been digging out here. So You can tell where the creek really gets out of the banks at times. And pretty cool this guy's got this place set up like this. I hope nobody messes it up for him. All right, we're going to talk about one thing today that nobody probably much on YouTube is mentioning, except for maybe Mr. Danny at Deep South. And woo, I see the sun's gonna be going this way. Sorry about that, y'all. I'll try to get back in the area. There's something I've been kind of watching a little bit. You know, right now, some of our major rivers are in drought stages. Mississippi, Amazon, the Euphrates, the Tigris, the Yellow River, or I think they call it something else in China. I didn't get a chance to look and see if any of the African rivers were having any major trouble. You know, last year we had trouble with the Colorado River. And so some of our main rivers in our world, some of our biggest rivers, the rivers a lot of freight and material are moved on, are way down, and it's causing a lot of problems with shipping, moving goods, and people's livelihoods, especially the Amazon. The Amazon is I can't remember if it's the largest river in the world or the second. I can't remember. I know it's one of the two. But I do know that it's a big river. It pretty much goes from one side of that continent to the other side and drains a lot of water. There's a lot of folks that live on that river, and that's where they get their food, that's their transportation. So I don't know what's going on with about the rivers. And it's strange that it's all our big main rivers. Mississippi, I was reading last night, it's still 12 foot down. They're having a lot of problems with the barges on the Mississippi, getting stuck on sandbars. The Corps of Engineers is having a dredge everywhere. They're having problems with salt water in the Gulf of Mexico trying to come up the Mississippi toward New Orleans. So New Orleans water supply may be getting threatened. It's hard to filter out the salt water. Also, that could change the ecosystem in that area. So I don't know about Mobile Bay. Our rivers, I mean, we ain't had good rain, but you can tell this creek's still moving pretty good right now. I mean, I think it's down some. Of course, when winter comes, this gets back up pretty good. But it is moving pretty good right now. So, I mean, it ain't flying, but it's still got water. Good amount of water in it. So I don't know what's going on. I couldn't get much information about the one in China, but it's their main river. It's a big, huge river. I think also read about one in Russia. So, I mean, seem like all the continents right now are having major problems with their river systems. That is something to really think about. That could really affect all of us in the end. Most of the last 1,000 years, most of people are dependent on river systems. I mean, that's how we move our stuff. That's how people travel. People live off the rivers. So it helps with the farmland. Occasionally, I hate to say it, you need the floods. I hate people building in places, but I don't know what else to say about it. But anyway, just something to do some thinking about. And we're in drought situations, and like I said here, we've only had one good rain here in a while. That was a couple of weeks ago, but our stuff is still trying to make it. So I don't know. It's weird. Of course, I know some people gonna use that agenda that it's a climate problem. I mean, I don't know. Really don't know. So, something to pay attention. So, you know, Mississippi, Amazon, the Euphrates, which we know some of the issues with the Euphrates is that Turkey built a dam, and that caused a lot of the flow of water. I'm just assuming that in the Amazon they just ain't getting the rain they get, so it's really causing some issues. So anyway, well, that's pretty neat right here. Thought I'd show you a little bit of the creek up here. I'm kind of having to watch for a cottonmouth or something laying up here. They like these old rocks and stuff. Beautiful creek, beautiful creek. Yeah, maybe down a little bit, but it look like it's flowing pretty decent. Like it's got some pretty good flow to it. And old guy's done real nice stacking the rocks up in here. He's really built up I guess to help control flooding. I have seen water about touching that road over there before, so that tell you a lot of water flow was coming in here. But I do want to come back here one night and sit and listen. I think it'll be a very good spot. This road's pretty dead at night. Pretty dead, so be a good place. May need to talk to the guy. Might even be a good place to camp one night. So anyway, so there's some things to be paying attention that are main news media doesn't cover. Of course, they're more interested in covering movie stars and athletes and politicians and that type of stuff, instead of putting real news out where, you know, people are having hard times because of drought, fires. You know, they cover it for a few days, then they're going back to their actresses and actors and you know, about those people. So something to think about. Yeah, I'm not trying to get political with this or anything, so please don't think that. I'm just trying to point out some things. I mean, just like the fire in Hawaii, we ain't heard nothing else about it. Now, some of your local channels still cover stuff like that, and I'm glad they do. So, you getting you some exercise in?
Apparently so.
Well, it's a beautiful place. Need to really actually talk to the guy that owns this place. But be careful in the woods because of cotton mouths or copperheads now. So anyway, another thing I was going to talk about in just a minute is Israel situation. People be paying attention to that because that can affect us big time. A lot of people say that war is just over land. Nah, that's a spiritual war going on too, that's been going on for a long, long time. For thousands of years. It just, a lot of people want to make out like this is something that's been going on. Now, it's been going on for thousands of years over even before then. So keep that in mind, that's just not about land. It's about a lot more than that. There's always been a lot of cultures on the earth that wants to wipe out Israel. We know who's behind all that. So anyway, so alrighty. So be praying for them. Be praying for the Jewish people all around the whole world. They have been some of the most persecuted people on earth, if you really want to get down to the nitty-gritty on it. If you really go back and study history, I mean, the Egyptians, the Syrians, Babylonians, the Persians, the Romans, the Greeks, and then later on the other people that has really went after them. So, you know, and of course what happened with in, you know, Nazi Germany. And my father was in that war. I had an uncle in that war, had two uncles on my daddy's side that was in that war. And then on my mama's side I had two uncles. And then I went to church with people that had fought in that war. I'm not going to go into detail what they told me they seen and what they done, but my dad was part of a group that liberated some concentration camps. And my uncle was a POW, got captured in North Africa, and then was sent to Germany on trains and was in a prison till the end of the war. They finally opened up and told me a lot about it, because they said, Mark, you hope you don't never have to experience something of that nature. What?
Yes.
Right here?
There she is.
So.
I hope you done washed all that stinky stuff off.
Well, I'll throw her back in. She won't be happy about it. So, that's something else to be mindful about. Just watch what's going on. Strange about all the rivers, major rivers having problems. I will try to go back and look and see if Africa or Australia is having any problems. And I think the Colorado River hasn't got back to what it needs to be either, I don't think. So, something interesting to think about. All right. Mainly what I was wanting to do today was just show you this little park. Like I said, I think we're going to come back here one night and sit. Just see if we hear anything. May even come back and camp out here one day. Talk to the guy who owns it and see if he's got an issue with that. He may be open. He may be okay with that, so I don't know. But we're fixing to head back to the house and dig sweet potatoes, so we'll do a video on it. I don't know if we'll separate it out from this one. Well, I'll see what Rebecca wants to do. So, but like I said, I just wanted to bring that up about the rivers, a little bit about Israel. Be paying attention about Israel and be paying attention about these rivers, because they could start really affecting us if we don't start getting rain. Because it's dry here. It's very dry here. We could go into a fire hazard pretty quickly if we don't get some rain. We've had little rains come through, they just ain't done much. I don't know. I think our next chance of rain is actually next week around November 1st or 2nd, so hope we get some. All right, everybody, I hope everybody has a good week. I know this ain't much about Bigfoot. Told you every now and then I was going to change the subject up. And I thought, yeah, I don't know how much anybody knows about what's going on with the rivers. Look like the Tennessee River is doing okay right now. Looks like the rivers in Alabama are doing okay. I'm not sure about Texas. I didn't read a whole lot about Texas. I know some of their rivers may be down. But I know they got a lot of rain in Arkansas and East Texas. They were getting a good bit of water. Don't know about Louisiana. I know some lakes out in California, out in that part of the country, are still low. So I will go look though about Africa and Australia. It's just kind of, you know, we always have a drought going on somewhere in the United States and in the world. I mean, that's a common thing that's went on for years and years and years. But when you start having drought on major rivers in the whole world, and that's kind of interesting. So y'all keep that in mind. So, all right, y'all remember, I'm gonna say a little prayer real quick and get off here. Y'all remember everybody we support. You know who they are, always naming them. Y'all remember to love one another, get along, take care of each other, be kind. Remember the first and second commandment that Christ gave. They pretty much sum up the 10 commandments. If you really look at it, they do. If you have an issue with your brother, try to make amends with him if possible. Try to make amends. Doesn't mean you have to like him or hang out with him no more, but at least try to make up. Oh, you get to watch Rebecca fall in the creek. I didn't know you was gonna try the little rock bridge there, babe. So you're on film, so if you fall in, this is gonna be funny. So there we go. Alrighty. Well, we didn't get to see her fall in, folks. Yeah, it's a little island right there. You about near have to have a good pair of boots to get. That's pretty cool, though. Pretty cool. So, and now I'm not gonna go get my feet wet. So, I know better. Oh me, I don't like having wet feet. Where you heading? Okay, how you gonna cross the creek? How you gonna cross the creek? You gonna come back across here? Okay. Well, I'm fixing to say the prayer and get ready to get off here, where we can go home and dig sweet potatoes. All right, y'all. Like I said, just wanted to bring this to your attention. Lord.
You missed it, babe. Get it there.
Sister, you got to learn that water's a little deeper than it looks. Oh, me.
And I may not be able to get back to shore.
Oh, Lord. Well, what we gonna do? Now, I ain't gonna come tote you across and me fall in and get, what's going on with the dog?
I think she's got an itchy butt.
Oh, okay. Yeah, dogs get itchy butts, yeah. Y'all, this may be a comical video today here. I'm waiting. Sister's done fell in the creek twice. I guess she hadn't figured out the creek's a little deeper than it looks. I'm glad the creek's running good. Yeah, the guy, he's built some dams on it, which is pretty cool. Make the pools a little deeper. I think that's pretty cool. I come over here one time, me and Jonathan looked for airheads. Guy here fly fishing actually caught a couple of brim. Oh, she's gonna go swimming too, ain't she?
Yep.
So we're gonna call this the swimming episode of Fireside Chats today.
You're the wrong side. Come on over here.
We're having issues.
Dogs are having more issues than I am.
Well, just be careful now. See if you still got your balance, or are you gonna go swimming?
I made it once.
Where's your phone at?
Where do you think?
In your pocket, of course. Yeah, yeah.
If I go swimming, it's going to.
Y'all knocking the folks' rocks down.
I didn't knock it over the first time. Having a problem with the dogs.
Yeah, I can tell. But you've about made it. I know everybody's hoping you'll fall
They are.
fall in it. Uh-oh. There went the phone a minute. Oop, there we go. Sorry about that, folks. Now, oh, this is going to be interesting. I'm going to have to come help y'all up the bank, ain't I? Come on, rock climber. You're supposed to be a rock climber. There we go.
I tried to find something that wouldn't give loose.
All right.
And we all tangled up in a leash again.
Y'all know I'm just playing. If I really
about
need,
fell on flat ground.
if I needed to help her, I would. Sister, I know you need to dry off. There you go.
You hear what I said?
Yeah, I heard what
About
you said
fell on
there.
flat ground.
All right, so let me say a little short prayer. And y'all remember everybody that is sick. Y'all know who all they are. A lot of people in our Bigfoot community, a lot of people in our homesteading community, a lot of our friends and family. Y'all remember them in prayer, please. Whatever situation they're going through. Y'all pray for each other. We need to pray for each other daily. Love one another. I know it's tough to do that, but we've got to. We've got to. One day we're going to stand before him and answer for a lot of things. Even though our name is written in the book, we're still probably going to get quizzed on some stuff. And I know some people watching this may not be Christians, and that is okay. That is okay. I know people can believe in what they want to believe. That is fine. I just asked you to be nice, just like I will be nice toward you. Anyway, so let me say a little short prayer, and then me and her gonna go load up and get back to the house and dig sweet potatoes. Lord, thank you for everything you do for us each and every day, being with us, being patient with us, taking care of us, Lord, forgiving us. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you, Lord, for your Son, for sending him here, Lord, to be our sacrifice, that one day we may be with you and him in heaven, Lord. Lord, be with everybody that's sick, hurting, drama, whatever it may be, Lord. Be with them, and your will be done, Lord. I ask this all in your holy, precious name. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, y'all, we're going to ease this way. I'll show you up under the bridge real quick. And one good thing about the sun's not in our way. So, hope y'all have enjoyed this little video. Like I said, remember everybody we support. You know, Spencer and Misty, Chris at Discover Sasquatch. You know, the Beast guys. Excuse me. You know, Deep South, Perma Pastures. Another one I like for y'all to remember is Homesteading Pasture. Y'all go check him out. He does a couple of devotionals every day or every week. Of course, on Facebook, there's a good many people. Boogerville, the SAS group, Miss Bama, Flat Rock, and then Squatch and Holler, YouTube. So y'all remember all these folks. I can't always remember everybody, and if I forget somebody, please don't hold that against me. Miss PJ out there in Arkansas, so y'all remember everybody. All right, y'all, we fixing to sign off here. So love y'all, and y'all take care of yourself. We'll see you Friday night at 7 o'clock. We won't have a guest on Friday night because I do have to work. So maybe hopefully next week we'll have a guest on. So anyway, we'll let y'all go. Hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you Friday night at 7 o'clock if nothing don't happen. You want to tell them bye, babe?
Bye.
We'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.